Hey Gav, it is Wednesday the 29th of December, which means that it's 2 days until the new year. I accidentally slept in today, so I have 40 minutes to record and edit this video. Also, I only have 12 minutes of battery left, so let's go. I thought I'd speak quickly, but then I realized that would leave me with more time to fill and thus be counterproductive. Two things I want to talk about today. Number one is Jake and Amir. You may remember a number of Fridays back I linked to Jake and Amir, which is my favourite web series. I just really enjoy it. Recently videos have all been about Amir just being an utter dick. Now one could argue that's the entire point of the show, but these recent videos have had him being psychopathically bad. In one, he was unable to process joy and ended up punching out Jake. And in the one that I saw today, he broke into Jake's house, completely destroyed the kitchen, had a breakdown, and then made Jake pay for some Thai food, while saying he was his blonde bimbo. Now, this is hardly new territory for Jake and Amir. It's always been about Amir being a dick to Jake. But one of the other threads is that they kind of need each other. Like, Jake needs Amir. They did this 3-part series a while back called Jake's Brother or The Brother or something like that, and that was about Jake not really being able to cope with the world if Amir wasn't around. He got taken advantage of by some con man. Amir was the only one who knew what was happening, and at the end of it, Jake kind of invited Amir around, which he'd never done before and was implied that he was never going to do. And so that nicely justified the whole relationship, but recently they've been pushing it even further. And so I feel that they need some re-justification. I feel that we need something to show why Jake continues to let Amir take advantage of him. It's like that episode of Black Books where Manny starts working next door. My favourite episode of Black Books, by the way. We know why Bernard needs Manny. He relies on him to be his little slave. But it was never really explained why Manny needed Bernard. Bernard? It's been a long time since I watched that show. This one had him working next door, and he was a great employee, but they didn't like his long hair and his shirts, and he realised that Bernard was the only one who let him be himself. And so it comes back to Bernard's bookstore, and we justify the relationship. And any kind of horribly abusive but comedic relationship like that, you need to put an episode like that in every now and again. If Black Books had gone for another 4 seasons, we had an episode where Bernard killed Manny's parents or something like that, then we would have needed another justifying episode, because the first justifying episode wouldn't have been enough to cover the new actions. That's what it's like in Jake and Amir at the moment. Another example that I can think of is House. We're constantly having justifying moments to show why Wilson lets House stay around. As House's behaviour gets worse, we have entire plot arcs dealing with it. Like the beginning of season 5 where Wilson is just like, nope, I'm not going to be your friend anymore, House. And then we justify the relationship. That's the first thing I want to talk about. The second thing was my shiny face. You're right, I have a shiny face. I don't know why. So I'm actually gonna go and visit like someone who knows about skin and find out why I'm so shiny. I don't want to be shiny. I went to that, what's that natural skin place called? Lush. I went to Lush a few weeks ago and I was like, I think you're doing something with my skin. She was like, well, what kind of skin do you have? And I was like, there are different types of skin? And so since then I've paid a bit more attention to my skin. I'm like, okay, I definitely do not have dry skin, I have shiny skin. So I might pop back and be like, yeah, I have shiny skin, what can you do for me? And see what their natural but hopefully effective products do. Anyway, that's all from me, Gav. I will see you tomorrow. Why did that stop me? It's always tomorrow. It's not like it's ever been, I will see you on the 14th of January. Couple of things. Plans for New Year's Eve? Any resolutions? Have you played Minecraft? And I reckon we spend the next 2 days doing a summary of 2010. That's all from me, Gav. I'll see you tomorrow. I had a dream I needed a cane. I may have been watching too much House lately.